We're back. Okay, guys, we're back. And today I'm going to do the actual experiment and get the results. So you see my lemon's missing. I'm about to squeeze the lemon. This is what a lemon squeezer looks like. You can squeeze it any way you want. The point is, I have about a teaspoon of salt in there with it. This is my vinegar with the salt, ketchup, Windex, a squeeze of dish soap, and I added some water to dilute it. I'm going to put my pennies in and time it for a minute. Okay, and by the way, I took photos of this, right, ahead of time. This is the chart you should have made. Okay. Ew. That one needs some help. Cover it up. All right, I'll be back in a minute. It's been way less than a minute, but I just have to show this one. That's the vinegar. You can actually see it. You can see it getting clean. Lemon juice. Don't really see anything. Definitely can't see the ketchup. There's the Windex. And that's the dish soap. All right, my time is up. I'm going to keep these in order. I have a paper towel here to put them on. Don't mix them up, okay? You want to keep them in the right order. This is my slimy, oh my gosh. Now my hands are contaminated. Ah! Okay, here's the Windex. You might want to do them one at a time so that you don't have this problem at the end. Ugh. Lemon juice. That one's interesting. Vinegar. All right, I'm going to rinse these off, but keep them in the same order. All right, we're back. So I've rinsed them. I still need to dry them. They're in the same order. But just at a quick glance, I'm going to say the first two didn't really do much. Second one's a little bit. Third one looks pretty good, and the fourth one looks really good. I'm going to put them in my chart now. Okay, I'm back with my chart. I put an old penny up there just to sort of have something to compare to. I'm not happy with my lighting. That's a little better. The soap and water did basically nothing. Windex, basically nothing. Ketchup, it's a little bit cleaner. Lemon and salt, pretty good. Still see some, I bet if I left it in longer it would have done more. That's another thing you could do, you could leave it in longer. Vinegar and salt. Looks super. Again, it's not perfect, but it looks a lot better. So you should record some results. Now the question is why? So we're going to talk about that next, and I'm going to show you some information. Okay, so this is what's going on. The first two liquids, the soap and the Windex, are bases. Remember, bases do not react with metals. We learned that. The last three are acids. Remember, acids do react with metals. Oh, there, it's focused. So bases do not react with metals and acids do. So these three had some type of a reaction. These two did not. The second thing to know is that the dirt, quote unquote, on old pennies isn't dirt, it's copper oxide. The copper reacts with oxygen in the air to make CuO, and that sticks to the pennies. Copper oxide is not soluble in water, so it's not just going to dissolve in water. The salt in the acidic solutions, like there's salt in ketchup, there's salt that we added here, and there's salt that we added to that, just makes them stronger. So here's what's going on in the vinegar. Vinegar plus salt makes this stuff called sodium acetate and HCl. HCl is a stronger acid, hydrochloric acid. The main thing is it's producing hydrogen and chlorine ions in the solution because that's mostly water. Vinegar is mostly water, right? So the H and the Cl come apart and you have hydrogen ions and chlorine ions. The HCl then combines with the copper oxide to make copper chloride, which is soluble in water. It dissolves in the water and comes off the penny. And the penny is nice and clean. Same thing happens with the lemon juice, except it's citric acid instead of acetic acid. And same thing happens with the ketchup. Citric acid instead of acetic acid, but same reaction. Pretty cool, guys. Go watch the Prezi that I found that someone else made, which is very good. I hope you had fun.